Do you still read fashion print magazines from time to time like I do? And also in general, do you think print media will disappear ultimately? It's actually been long discussed, not only in the fashion industry, but also throughout the media world. And fashion publishers, including Condé Nast, have struggled with declining advertising revenue because of the shrink of print circulation, and which also forced them to turn online to reach out to new customers. This is an episode about the shifting strategy of Condé Nast, and also especially I took Vogue as an example, and the crucial role of editor-in-chief. Hi everyone, welcome to Fashion Brief. So before the pandemic, I believe a lot of fashion brands still think that print media plays an important role, given the fact that digital media is thriving and emerging. And so with the event of the pandemic, I believe they started to ponder over what is more valuable for them. Is it print or digital? And also there's a shift to digital in the fashion industry. So I think that brands need to re-evaluate of the value, not only because of the lockdown situation, but because of the shift of consumer behavior. For Condé Nast, the publisher opened a global technology and product center in Bangalore last year called Condé Nast Technology Lab. And the aim is to amplify the digital capabilities of its brand and boost online revenues. And so as part of the lab, the company decided to expand it over 300 employees by the end of 2021. And so through this action, you can see the determination and emphasis of the shift to digital for the publisher. As we all know that when it comes to technology, India is always among the top choices. And also there is a series from last year called The Big Day, produced by Condé Nast India. I think this is also part of the digital content strategy from the publisher. And so The Big Days actually spotlights modern Indian couples and takes a deep dive into the multi-billion-dollar Indian wedding industry. And this also gives the audience the ability to be part of the action during the time when most of us have barely left our houses. I mean, let alone attending any kind of social engagement.
I want to wear, look, I can't have white hair when I'm getting married.
An Indian bride is expected to be very beautiful, graceful, and delicate. I am not delicate.
There is bridal shyness. I don't have inch of that.
Indian weddings they're just meant to be mental. I think it's what the goal is.
If you're also interested in the series, I put the link below. Well, in general, I think the strategy is a breakthrough for Condé Nast, and this fashion-related video content is a good idea to amplify the entertaining effect and also deepen the thought leadership in terms of fashion. For me personally, I would definitely want to see more of these behind-the-scenes fashion-related series or movies, because it actually opens a door for us to different cultures, ceremonies, and concepts behind. It's meaningful and educational. I think this should be part of the long-term content plan or strategy from Condé Nast to develop or to combine two concepts, education and entertaining, together. In terms of content strategy, editor-in-chief plays a crucial role because they can decide the direction, content, and also strategy for local publications. And among all the Vogue editor-in-chief, the most famous one, and I believe you know who I'm talking about, Anna Wintour. There were rumors from last year that she was planning to leave Condé Nast, but in the end, the rumor was wrong. This year, she was appointed as Chief Content Officer and also as well as Global Editorial Director. She became super famous after the movie The Devil Wears Prada, and she also gave us an impression of always believing her own thoughts and intuitions of the things she does. For example, the February issue of 2021, the Vice President of United States, Kamala Harris, there are actually two covers. One cover is she wearing a Michael Kors suit, and another cover, which is print cover, with her own clothing with Converse sneakers, which create a lot of discussion, debates about these two highly contrast cover. But I mean, she still believes in her own choice because she wants to show the authenticity of Kamala Harris in this COVID time. There are various changes happening regarding Vogue editor-in-chief around the world last year. I think this also implies the strategy adaptation of Condé Nast. In my country, Taiwan, there is also a new Vogue editor-in-chief that I really like. Her name is Leslie. Instead of having the same career path as Anna Wintour, beginning as a fashion editor, her background is marketing and graphic design. And after her graduation, she worked for a design studio and also created a lot of catalogs for museums and also artists. And in 2014, she slowly began to work with different brands as an influencer. And after her inauguration, the strategy becomes very creative and also combines different kind of technology and elements, such as the January 2021 cover. They use AR, augmented reality technology to integrate with the Vogue cover. It's really cool and entertaining. You just need to use the Vogue AR app, and then to scan the cover, you can see the models and also the animations. Also, I think the digital cover of February 2021 from Taiwan is really special because they utilize the videos to combine with cover instead of putting a plain photo on the Vogue cover. Under the reign of Leslie, I believe Vogue Taiwan will be more and more creative and also showing the world what is Taiwanese fashion. I think it's really important to leverage different models, local models, not only celebrities. For China, between 2005 to 2015, there is a fast development in the fashion industry, namely from zero to the situation now. And also Vogue China was launched in 2005. And the founding editor, Angelica, also resigned last year. Angelica plays a really crucial role in China in the fashion industry because she pushed Chinese fashion and model to the world. And also, she found different kinds of possibilities. For example, she launched Vogue Me to face younger audiences. And also, I would like to introduce another biannual magazine called Vogue Film. It was launched in 2016, and the aim is to produce short films and with high quality to collaborate with different creators, celebrities, and supermodels. And this is also a platform that helps young actors and actresses for more exposure. The new editor-in-chief of Vogue China, Margaret Zhang, was assigned last year. She is a filmmaker, photographer, influencer, and she is half Australian, half Chinese. The most important of all, she is only 27 years old. She also has more than 1 million followers on Instagram. And I would say the Taiwanese and Chinese, these two new editor-in-chief are more or less the same rationale because they are both influencers. And this also indicates that as an influencer, maybe they are having a better understanding of modern storytelling. I believe not only editor-in-chief, but also other editors are also filming themselves of beauty tricks, of styling tricks on YouTube. As I've mentioned before, Anna Wintour is the global editorial director, and she is on the top of every editor-in-chief. And so I think she shouldn't dictate too much to the local editorial team, because as simple as it is, local audience has its local preference. And so the local team should understand its best local target audience. So Anna's role, in my point of view, is to foster, to guide, and also to mentor the new editor-in-chief. For me personally, I have the habit of buying different kinds of Vogue magazines when I was traveling. And I have to say that each publication has its own personalities, characteristics, and I think this is the most cherishable thing that Condé Nast should keep. It's also very important for editor-in-chief to strike the balance between commercial and artistic. I can fully understand that every publication needs readers, but it doesn't mean that the preference of the target audience should be put on the first place. For instance, Franca Sozzani, she is one of my favorite editor-in-chiefs from Vogue Italian. She always expressed herself in an unconventional way. She include different kinds of topics, for example, global warming, politics, human rights, into the photo shoot. And because she passed away in 2016, her son made a documentary of her called Chaos and Creation. I would definitely recommend for you to see this documentary about her artistic side to interpret her feelings. Because these editor-in-chief are newly appointed this year, it's definitely worth the while for us to observe whether there will be a huge change of Condé Nast in the future. So that's it for today, and hope you like this episode about Condé Nast. Leave a comment below. Let me know about who is your favorite editor-in-chief and why. Like this video, subscribe my channel, and see you soon.